Looting, shooting, and hordes of zombies, all wrapped up in an incredibly goofy bullet heaven game. Hey guys, Leyland here, and welcome back to another exciting indie spotlight video. If you're enjoying the series, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what indie games I should check out next. My members, you are truly lovely in supporting the channel. Thank you so much. And with that, you guys, let's jump into this addictively fun indie game. In today's Indie Spotlight, I'm going to be showing you guys the demo for another upcoming game called Deadly Days Roadtrip. This is an action roguelike bullet heaven game where you're going to be going on, of course, a road trip. Plan your course, find loot, and mow down the unrelenting horde of zombies. Will you be able to survive the journey long enough to tackle the boss at the very end? And what insane loot and weapons will you find? Jumping into the game here, you start in the hub area, where you'll have access to several different things. For instance, character selection, where you can start your game with a variety of different characters, all of which has their own starting loadout and their backpack size, with other characters being unlocked as you progress through the different runs. The next one, overall upgrades or unlocks that you can use passively in-game. All of this is upgraded with apples that you earn during your runs. And when the game fully releases, you will have access to unlock even more, with the last one being one-time upgrades. This is where you can unlock all manner of things, with purchases with duct tape that you'll earn during your runs as well. And this will unlock new items, merchants, and even new things in your game, that I can only assume will appear in the hub area or during your runs. Currently, that is all available to you at the very start of the demo, with far more when the game officially releases later this month on September 22nd. So, when you go ahead and start a run, you'll see the entire map that is randomly generated. Each location is connected to a path. Hovering over each location, you will see a small amount of information of what to expect to encounter there, such as the map size, the loot, and the fuel. So feel free to take some time to chart out the kind of journey you'll want to take, as some locations might be tougher than others. Once you determine the path that you would like to take, you will hop on your bus to travel. Once arriving there, you will unfortunately run out of gas. This of course will happen at each destination. In order to continue, you will need to locate gasoline to refuel your bus. So start going around and looting. But first, here's a quick rundown of the UI. Starting with the top left, you have two things. A map radar that points out various things like loot, gasoline, and even the bus. Everything is color-coded, blue being that for loot and resource drops, yellow for gasoline, or the giant bus icon. Right next to the radar is your bus's fuel gauge. As you collect gasoline, it will slowly fill up. Honestly, I do kinda like this, so that way you can always know just how much you need left before you can leave to the next area. To the far right of the screen, you have another two things. The gauge to the left shows you the current day. This shows you how much time you have left until it changes to night. Next to that is both a timer for how long you've stayed in the current level, with a counter below that displays how many zombies you've currently killed. I'm assuming it is a mixture of how long you've stayed in the level and possibly how many zombies you've killed that slowly increases the intensity of zombies and special Zeds that'll appear. Again, I might be wrong, but I'm not 100% sure about this yet. The middle left of the screen is a slot for special items that you can obtain during your run. And this can be various different things depending on the item that you obtain. You can get healing items to heal up your character, a vacuum that sucks up all the items on the map that includes experience, drops, and gasoline. Or stuff like dynamite, which can explode a small area near the character. The last one is the bottom gauges. From left to right, it displays your health, your character's current level in the middle, and the current experience until you next level up. And right next to your character's icon is how many dashes you can still do. The really cool thing is that both the health and dashes are displayed below your character on screen as well. So with that quick rundown, the gameplay. You can go ahead and move around the map, and your character will automatically shoot or attack the zombies. Loot areas that are shown with the bag icon. You'll need to stand close in order to loot the resources. Within this, you can find a variety of different things. That includes duct tape, weapons, utility items, bag upgrades, gasoline, and even the special items. When you've collected enough experience from killing zombies, your character will level up. When this happens, your character is going to go ahead and toss out a flare to call for a supply crate. When this drops, you will get a choice of 3 random items. However, with this, you can only choose 1. You can put this either with the storage that you have, or you can put it in your bag. And with that, that is pretty much the gist of each round. Run around, kill zombies, loot, and escape. So, with all of that explained, the biggest thing that probably has me most excited about this game is, of course, the inventory management, which honestly can be a game in of itself. And that, of course, is simply because of the synergy with all the items you can get. Not only can you upgrade utility items and your weapons by combining the same type and rarity to increase it just a few times, there's also items that'll improve them if they're placed next to them. At the end of each location, you'll have the ability to sort through all the loot that you've gathered. Unfortunately, you can't take everything, as you do have a limited storage space. That is where increasing your bag size comes into play. You will, of course, be able to find many different pieces that'll allow you to expand your backpack. And this is honestly really important, you guys, because you'll not only be able to hold more stuff, but you'll be able to create incredible and wacky builds. Such things like increasing fire rate, accuracy, ammo capacity, cooldowns, and more, while also adding extra perks to your weapons and clothes too. There is one thing in particular that I really like, and that is, of course, the robotic arm. Like, seriously, you guys, you're going to want to get as many of these as possible, because if you have it in your bag, it's going to allow you to equip even more weapons, up to a point where you can have just an absolutely ridiculous amount of weapons to use. And you're going to want to really focus on this, because all of this is for the perfect synergy of everything to make you incredibly powerful. Especially when you become overwhelmed with zombies in the later parts of your runs. All of this, of course, is leading up to the final boss at the end of your journey. Depending on your builds, this fight can either be a massive headache or incredibly fun. If at any point you do unfortunately lose, or you don't even make it here to the final boss, don't worry, you might lose the loot that you've gathered, but you will be able to upgrade depending on your progress. Because at the end of your run, depending on how well you do get apples and duct tape. The better you do, of course, the more you receive. And all of that can be spent back at the hub area to slowly improve yourself and make runs more enjoyable. Especially when things increase in difficulty. And honestly, with that, you guys, this game is incredibly fun. Like, it's so enjoyable. I've been enjoying this game off and on. Like, it kind of reminds me of this other game that I've been playing too, years ago. That one, of course, being Death Road to Canada, which that game in of itself is highly inspired by the classic Oregon Trail. And I do feel that Deadly Road's Roadtrip kinda shares some small similarities. And quite frankly, for both games, I love every bit of both of them. But with this new game, of course, I am so excited to play this game when it comes out. If this game looks interesting to all of you, feel free to go ahead and download the demo to try it out yourself. The Steam store page will be in the description below. If you guys reached the end of the video here, I do greatly appreciate it. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you're new and you enjoy seeing this kind of content. If you have any other indie games that you would like to see me cover, be sure to share them in the comments below. And with that, you guys, I will see you in the next Indie Spotlight. Later!